Hey, this is me, Adele. I decided to make a little video because I want to talk about this little novel that I've written. It's called A COVID Love Story, and I wrote this story to submit it to Kindle. Kindle was putting up this competition called Pen to Publish, and it ran from the 10th of December till the 10th of March. So I had about 3 months to strategize, come up with a storyline, and finish writing and proofread, edit, and publish, all in a span of less than 100 days. So that was quite an adventure. I have to say that the lessons that I learned during the writing of the book is something that has radically changed me, and I will be forever richer and forever different from what I was before I started the writing process. And that's the main reason for this video. Before that, if you want to purchase the book, it's available on Kindle. It's called A COVID Love Story, and I'll try and put the link down below. I'm not sure I can do this, but I'll tell you what to look for, and then you can buy it that way. Also, if you've got a Kindle subscription, you can download it for free if you've got the Kindle Unlimited subscription. Okay. So whilst writing the book, I would come up with this incredible, idea of, I'm going to wake up at this time, I'm going to do this at this, I'm going to meditate, I'm going to make my breakfast, I'm going to do my yoga, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to find this time to write. And it never worked. And it just genuinely never worked. And that's when I realized that I am unable to live consciously. My conscious mind is coming up with these amazing plans to put in place so that I could have the novel ready for publishing well before the deadline, and I just couldn't. I kept thinking, oh my God, I'm such a master at self-sabotage, aren't I? And then I understood that in order to live a conscious life, in order to live a life that I'm aware of what I'm dreaming about, the ambitions I have for myself, and not just live as a passenger in the runaway train of my habits from the past, there were going to have to be a lot of changes that had to take place. And it's weird how the font of all my source of all my wisdom is the memes on Instagram, but I read one that said self-discipline is the highest form of self-love. And I have only known discipline in a very painful way. It was enforced on me. It's not something that I embraced voluntarily. So in the last 3 months of the writing of this novel, and I have to say it's wonderful, even if I do say so myself. Yeah, even if I do say so myself, it is a beautiful story, and it is very gripping. It's a thriller, and it's also sort of psychological thriller, you could call it. Anyway, so in the writing of the story, in allocating this time frame that I would sit and write, I was always looking for a mood. I was looking for a mood to come and save the day. A mood, a writing mood. I was always waiting for this writing mood. And that's when that was another indication of how unconscious my life really is. I'm living on an autopilot. I'm not able to make a decision and stick to my plans. I just couldn't, This is not even a collaborative effort. This is not a project that I was doing with 3 or 4 other individuals, and we have to accommodate other people's timetable and the vagaries of life. No, this was just me. This was just me. I knew my timetable. I knew my routines, and yet I couldn't discipline myself. But the fact that I knew that I was under the power of something that was running me on autopilot, was good enough for me, a good enough goading to go in the direction of conscious living. So I've made a few changes. I've gotten myself a book where I chart out the day. I plan for the next day, as in I set my clothes up, I prepare my food in advance. I put everything in order so that the next day when I wake up, it's not about rushing to get ready. It's about focusing on what needs to be done. I wish I can tell you that in doing this, I have overcome all of my struggles and I'm able to, as soon as I'm planning it, I'm able to execute it. No, it's not. I'm still very, very new to this conscious living road, and I'm doing it deliberately, very slowly, with a lot of kindness. So I hope the lesson that I learned in the writing of my novel blesses you as well. And thank you for joining me for this video. And this coming Friday, my best friend Jana and I will be putting up our usual video like we always do. Love you. Bye.